What do you think? I think Pinnacles has redeemed itself.
Okay, in this video, we didn't drive as much as normal. We left Yosemite, drove down, hit Kings Canyon and Sequoia, circled back up to hit Pinnacles. Then we made our way out west to the coast, hit Pfeiffer, Big Sur State Park, stayed there for a couple days, and then we drove down and we are staying at Vandenberg Space Force Base right now. Alright, we're saying goodbye to Yosemite and heading to Kings Canyon and Sequoia National Parks today. The weather is going to hold off for another day, so we're going to try and get lucky and get a campground spot in one of the national parks there. There's 2 to choose from, so we got about 3, almost 4 hours of driving, and it's a Saturday, so crossing our fingers. Well, we made it to Kings Canyon National Park, and got one of the last campsites. Here we are, lots of snow. Not going to be able to drive on the road in this national park that takes us down to Sequoia, so we're going to have to actually leave the park tomorrow. Big it is, but this is Grant's tree. It is humongous. Hey, the road was tiny. Left the dogs in the van, and we are doing a 1.7 mile loop called the, what is it? North Grove Loop. Let's see if we can get up close to the sequoia trees. Kings Canyon, and this shows you the fire damage that happened this year. Just completely took out the side of the mountain here. Alright, we are at Hume Lake. I'm going to walk the doggies really quick before heading back to camp.
It's part of the Sequoia National Forest. So there's a nice campground right up here, but unfortunately it's closed for the season. instructions say to do?
I don't care. My best friend is sleeping. Jess has some winter jack that I warmed up in the jet boil. And we're doing mountain houses tonight, just to make it easy. So chili mac with some Fritos by the campfire. And we just enjoyed some Jiffy Pop. Had a good night at Kings Canton last night. Campground was nice and snowy. Made some Jiffy Pop on the fire and set off early this morning. Had to go around, so we've been driving for about 2 hours now. And just about made it to Sequoia National Park. Not exactly sure how much we're going to be able to see, but we will see. More to come. Well, not off to a good start. We just got turned around at the park entrance to Sequoia National Park because we don't have snow chains, so we're trying to find a place that rents them so we can get in. Okay, we dumped the Jeep, rented chains after trying 2 different places. So $100 to rent chains that we probably won't even be told to put on, which is pretty stupid. Jess was making me tuna wraps, which she left right there while we were messing with the chains. And someone had himself a little snack, huh, buddy?
Hold on to me tight as we dive into the blue. Dive into the
Walking down to Sherman Tree, the parking lot was jam-packed. There was nowhere for us to park, so we just pulled into a pull-out.
General Sherman, the largest tree on Earth.
They're 275 feet tall, 36 feet in diameter.
I think some of the other ones we saw were more impressive though. Was not too happy with the National Park Service today for turning everyone around to get snow chains, which we did, and spent a lot of money to rent them, and drove up to the place that it was supposedly required, and it wasn't required, but you're required to carry them in your vehicle. Now, the roads were completely fine. Like, there was no ice, there was no snow. So I don't know why they did it, but the people in town said they do it every year. But anyway, we left Sequoia National Park, and we are now spending the night at a U.S. Army Corps of Engineers campsite. So I think this is the first time we've stayed at one of these sites, and we get half off for veterans that are disabled, which both of us are. So $10 a night, not too bad. And there's like no one here. Let me show you.
High clouds drifting away, leaving no shadows under. First step out of the maze, follow the path and wander. And we go with no illusions. And we leave all our conclusions.
Beautiful day here at Pinnacles National Park. 3.5 hours of driving in this crap, and it is not letting up at all. So this is going to be an interesting day. Probably the first day and night where we're going to be cooped up in the van. All 4 of us, just because it's so terrible out. But we are going to go drive around and see what we can see on this side of the park. Word to the wise, if you're visiting this park, if you come through the east entrance, there is nothing along that road. So resupply and get gas before you enter.
We go with no illusions, and we leave all our conclusions.
Not sure why, but everyone has their hood up on this national park.
The best is up ahead. Oh, living with no regret. Oh, we don't have to look back. All fears run clear.
So I talked to the lieutenant at the shop here at the campground and asked about the hood being raised, and she said, we don't need to do it. It's only employees, and they're doing it for squirrels. So Pinnacles National Park has the world's smartest squirrels, and they don't mess with customers. They only mess with the employees of the park. So good to know. We were cooped up all last night, still cooped up, going a little stir crazy. It's still raining, but it's hopefully gonna let up here in a couple hours so we can go do the cave hike. But we're gonna go walk the dogs in the rain right now. Try to wear them out so we can go without them.
Looking in your eyes, I know that all I need is
More good news, we have a leak.
the only one who brings me back to life. I've been
All right, we are headed out on a short hike. I believe it's 2.2 miles of the loop. Moses Springs to the Revel Trail, including Bear Gulch Cave. Hopefully we can get in there. I read that the lower portion should be open. And then if we can squeeze it in, we're going to do the Condor Gulch first mile to the overlook. They are circling up there. We've seen quite a few. So I'm really excited about that.
better days with you. Better days with you. Better days with you. Better days with you.
Heading into the bear cave.
Looking in your eyes, I know that all I need is by my side. When everything is wrong, you make it right. The only one who brings me back to life. I've been trying to look for all these things to hold on to, but oh, I'm finding better days with you. Hold on to me tight as we
What do you think? I think Pinnacles has redeemed itself.
better days with you. Better days with you. Better days with you.
First blue sky we've seen in like 30 hours. What do you think of the hike?
place has redeemed itself. I'm glad it cleared up. We are now on the Counter Gulch Trail, headed to the overlook. It's about 1 mile up to the overlook, and then it continues on a little while. Not sure if we're gonna do something.
It probably just looks like speck. But this park is known for having condors, which is what you're looking at here. That's North America's largest bird. 9-foot wingspan and 22 pounds. They're soaring all around here. Yep.
No matter where I go.
This is the backside of the campground at Pinnacles, which is much nicer than where we're staying. Much more private spots. No power, but there's quail and birds everywhere. As you can hear.
Listen to that.
Hopefully you can hear that. Just past this bobcat, so we're gonna go see if we can get a closer look. Not too close, obviously, but it's crouching down now. Pinnacles National Park this morning, only to find out that my dash heat is still not working, even with the new motor that was installed a couple days ago back in the Bay Area. So had to make the decision. I'm heading back to San Francisco to go back to the shop so they can run diagnostics again, and Jess is continuing on to Big Sur. Hopefully we can get this fixed and I can meet her later, otherwise she's probably going to have to get a hotel, so fingers crossed. And on top of that, with all the rain, we found a leak on our roof somewhere, so I'm going to have to figure that out in the next few days as well, because more rain's on the way. Alright, long day of driving, but got it into the shop, and they swapped out the same part that was faulty before. It was a bad actuator. So, fingers crossed that it works this time and we don't have any more problems. So, headed to Big Sur. I just want to take a few minutes and thank Californians for being so gracious in naming a state park after yours truly. Well, we tried going to Pfeiffer Beach, but it's closed due to all the rain last night. It poured on us all last night, so now we're at Garapata State Park and right off of Highway 1. Hopefully we can get to the beach. It looks like it's really high tide there.
We never knew how to pull any punches, but to be honest, I miss all the wreckage. So I'll turn the light off and double my dosage. I know there's a reason, but I can't remember why I've been home every night in December. Convinced all my friends that I'm doing okay here, but I ain't seen them in a while. get it together. And I'm hanging on long lost words. I thought you were forever. Now I'm hanging on long lost words.
Back at Pfeiffer, Big Sur campground.
All right, after this morning, walking the dogs around the campground, and we went to the beach to try to wear the pups out. Had an amazing time, and now we're back. Put the dogs in the van, tucked them in for a nap, and we are going to do Valley View Pfeiffer Falls hike.
You mean Me Falls?
And Me Falls.
Me Falls.
Me Falls.
Pfeiffer Falls, or U Falls.
Very impressive, almost as impressive as you.
What was it? That was a elephant seal viewing area that's located somewhere in San Luis Obispo County.
We're at Pismo Beach today, taking the dogs for a walk and exploring, and now we're going to have some good seafood, hopefully. Check out some surfing.
Now on the beach on Vandenberg Space Force Base, excuse me. Have it all to ourselves. Where are we?
I can't say it, but Solvang.
Right there.
Yes. We just kept it over there.
town, but extremely busy, touristy. We're waiting 45 minutes to eat right there. Not very easy with two big mastiffs. What are those, buddy? This guy is taking up the entire aisle where we are eating. Where's she? Good boy. Coyotes here on base at Vandenberg. Just ran right up the train. Okay, train. It's okay. Hey, it's okay. Come here. I think you screw that thing up. Okay, that's gonna do it for this video. We are gonna leave Vandenberg Air Force Base tomorrow. Thank God. I can't stand being here anymore. But we're going to another base. Going to the Navy Point Mugu for Christmas, and we have 4 days of rain. So not sure how that's gonna work out. Maybe we'll switch locations, who knows. But until then, happy trails, and I'll catch you in the next one. Jess has been fired from saying this and she never gets it right. More to come.